So I'm going to hit you with a quick sports analogy / question. If you're not into sports, don't tune me out. But what do all the greatest athletes of all time, your Michael Jordans, your Tiger Woods, your Tom Brady's, have in common with your average athletes all the way down to those that played on Sunday morning pickups, those beer league type athletes? Don't know? Well, they all have some sort of warm-up routine before taking the field for competition. The question is, do we even take a practice swing before a prospect walks in the door? Let's find out.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
So team, I hope you're having a great week. But listen, why do athletes warm up before taking the field for a game? No, pretty obvious. Part of it is, hey, we're getting our muscles ready. We're warming them up. We're getting our minds right to really prepare for the task at hand. But how come in sales, most of the time, we just wait for that next up to come in the door, or we kind of practice a little bit. We kind of warm up of, hey, I want to pre-plan the conversation, but we're not consistent in it, right? So having a strong warm-up before we start each day, right? Because each day is a competition is critical when it comes to replicating success, right? So what does your daily warm-up routine look like? Is it that of a 38-year-old out of shape, out of their prime athlete who shows up on Sundays for a beer league hockey game, skates around, maybe hits the puck once or twice and is ready for the game? Well, is it that competitive? I don't know, right? Or are we warming up prior to even coming in the door, having conversations in our mind, not just monologuing in our mind, but saying it out loud, right? These are the 10 questions I ask every time a prospect comes in the door. Right? This is how I'm going to close people today. This is how I'm going to handle this objection that keeps coming up. Right? Are we preparing for the game at hand, or just, hey, we'll see what happens and see if our talent can take us all the way? So keep that in mind. What does your warm-up routine look like? Does it need to be elaborate? Does it need to be an hour before coming in? Perhaps yes, perhaps no. But we need to do something to get our minds right before entering a day of sales. You hear us say it all the time, right? Our mindset has just as much to do with selling as our strategy. So keep that in mind this week. If we need to look to adjust or warm up, even start one, I'm here to support you guys. So have a great rest of the week. Let's get after it. Let's get out there on the field, get some sales. You've got this. I will talk to you next week. Take care.